Hello, Internet. It's the news again with Hajira Asaf Khan, a show where the news is always terrible. And the news this week has been terrible in the most macabre and undignified manner, which is why there will be no jokes in this episode. Over 100 people were killed in property disputes leading to sectarian violence in Parachinar in the Kurram District of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. But the Chief Minister and the federal government had other priorities to sort out, and no satisfactory action was taken against addressing the situation in Parachinar. The Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Ali Amin Gandapur, called for a massive power show in Islamabad, demanding the release of PTI founder Imran Khan on Khan's behest. The convoys were also joined by Khan's wife, riling up party workers and promising not to return from Islamabad till Khan's release had been secured. Gandapur was seen hogged by party workers every time he tried to use the bathroom because it would seem the workers no longer trust his leadership after the last time they gathered on his call, and he went missing at the most crucial juncture, only to be found in the provincial assembly days later. As the convoys made their way to Islamabad, they were met with resistance from state machinery at multiple locations. The Interior Minister warned that protesters could be shot at. Reports of Rangers, FC, and other law enforcement and paramilitary forces firing live ammunition at protesters were abound from various points in Islamabad. Now, here is what I understand. An opposition party that feels backed into a corner is not willing to go down without a fight. I also understand that the federal administration refuses to bow down to the arm twisting of an opposing political force, lest anyone doubt their will. What I don't understand about this situation is the sheer abandonment that the common man was subjected to by their party leadership when things went bleak, and the overt apathy of the state in dealing with dissent and discontent from its own people. In the meanwhile, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Shahbaz Sharif, went ahead with the Belarusian president's visit to sign MOUs on defense, agricultural, and technological cooperation. This was being telecast on live television while the state was leveraging its monopoly on violence against its own citizens. And the worst of it all befell the protesters, as the visiting state guest was moved to Murree for a cozy dinner, while disgruntled Pakistanis were forced to eat bullets. But all is well that ends well, and the administration has released statements this morning that no protesters were unalive despite the copious amounts of live fire rained on densely packed mobs. But the confirmed deaths that have happened in Kurram are still awaiting recognition outside of political point scoring on primetime talk shows. And I know I said there would be no jokes in this episode, but the sad truth is that our entire political system is a joke right now. And everyone who isn't an active stakeholder in the power structure, regardless of religious, sectarian, or political inclination, is the punchline. That's it for now. Tune in next week to see what's making the news again.